Wait to see how this one goes. What a huge opportunity for both these teams already. GamerLegion say, we're going to hold W. We want to start off on the best foot, but right now they're holding W into the USPs, and all the kills are coming in for Bait Esports. Going well so far for Amster and Wrinkle. Look at the damage done to IEM. He's got no chance anymore to have much impact in this pistol round. Great hold from Bait. There are 3 players here to defend. I think they're going to make it happen with the bomb dropped in front of him as well.
Yeah, should be an elementary finish off to the round here for the side of Bait. Just shutting down the aggression straight through Monster Tunnel means they pretty much win the round.
MP9, but they're playing pretty defensive. They might give up a plant, but already... Oh, okay, I was going to say, he will swing wide and get taken down by the Tech 9. So there's the plant that will be given up. I was spamming that bridge smoke to try and do something. Look how far Kios got behind the play there. Thankfully for Bait Esports, he was stopped by Alex, and he'll get a second as well. IEM still gets one more headshot, and a second as well. That's a disgusting one. And now Shui could have a chance to help out too in this scenario. Look at the health on Alex. 3 kills for him. He's 25 health, and there we go. Shui's ripped his head off, and Alex is now last alive, gets the first, and he's actually got a defuse kit to play this one. Do you hold it on 25 HP? I think you are. Shui's baiting it out. He sees it, has to go for it. And he's played it to perfection. Shui wins out the fourth. He was on the Simon roster for when they made the major. I think that might have been Berlin, from memory. Someone in chat can correct me on that one if I'm wrong. I did check it earlier, but
okay.
You know, it's very hard to keep the memory banks perfect on those sort of ones, on those niche stats. But already in this round, it's a bit of a problem for GamerLegion. They're getting caught on their own by again, and the forced by battles will continue. Amster, UMP picked up now after his CZ kill. Acor spotted as he crosses through Monster, and now the UMP can play close up as well. It has to be Shui and Acor to carry GamerLegion through to a victory here. 25 seconds to get the bomb planted, and I'm not sure there's going to be much chance available for them, especially it's Alex. Oh, he had a chance from heaven, but that's the FAMAS for you. Bomb's going to go down, but there'll be a boost towards short. Thankfully, then it's planted safe, and look where Acor's positioned himself. That is genius. But now, unfortunately for him, he is last alive, and he goes through the smoke to try and take advantage of a reload. Not going to happen. And even though the plant comes in, Bait hits straight back.
That was so rough, though, for Shui, because after he plants the bomb, he just tries to peek and see what's going on towards Acor's position. And Acor's the one that the CT players are actually spamming at and forcing the players back.
Yeah, this is basically what Overpass is all about, right? Getting some control toward the front of the bathrooms, and maybe even going for a pick toward the A site, and that's what they're doing now. And this is how you get the AWP into the action. That's still a boost for Acor above the banana smoke. Captain Krutka is on that angle, but it's tough for him to get away with that, but he picks it exactly the right time, and he even gets a second as well. What a brilliant hold, and that's going to bait them into Wrinkle as well. And look at the damage he's done to the final 2 players as well. Goodness gracious me. 3 kills for Captain Krutka, and there we go. They're just not expecting Wrinkle to still be there. It's a perfect clean-up. 5 kills, goes to 2 players time. So the classic London bus analogy, Hayes, of if IEM makes it, we're going to have 2 in one go, and if they're going to make that happen, they're going to have more entries like this. Shui going hard for this one, and he gets both kills. The entry toward the A bomb site, that's beautiful, and Kios still showing presence towards short B as well, makes it a bit of an issue for Bait. Bomb can go down on A, and that's a perfect way to try and get a T side kicked into gear.
Yeah, I love that they don't go into a bit of a shell after losing a few rounds. They actually just put pedal to the metal and turn up the gas even more. And that's what catches Bait completely off guard. Shui leads from the front, gets those opening frags, and with that, the job is pretty much done. I mean, at this point, it's just about whether Nikita can find further damage or not. Going to be hanging around here because they've got a lot of extra cash in the bank. He wants to try and find a few frags. GamerLegion don't have the luxury of keeping all these guns in play. But probably just going to die to the bomb explosion here, and I think he's accepted his fate. Does he? Yeah. Okay, it's planted default, so he might be
back
fine.
Here, I think he does like... Yeah, I was going to say, we're very close. I've most certainly a lot of GamerLegion as that grenade flies in. Double nades, perfect. The classic Astralis double nades. Unfortunately, Astralis are no longer in the RMR and are very much eliminated. But, yeah, that's an idea that most certainly was taken from those famous players who, I'm going to say, might have to look at some of these players in the future if they're to rebuild. You never know. Kios with a lovely entry toward B, and look how low Amster is. No chance. And Shui will find him as well. Wrinkle and Captain Kirk are probably looking to save. He tries to go for a duel, but Wrinkle is still going to get out of there pretty quickly. 5 players could stay alive here for GamerLegion, and that's going to be a huge boon to their economy.
Oh, big miss shot.
idea. This could even still work for them. Nikita holding an aggressive angle and gets one and can fall away, and Amster finds his kill as well. GamerLegion central toward B, and they're walking into a bit of a stack right now.
That should be a kill. There we go. Frag back. Another one towards lowers. I mean, keep in mind this is an eco coming through from the side of Bait. So the fact that they've been able to get this into a 3 versus 3 is fantastic. Wrinkle in a big position here. Perfect crosshair placement. Just absolutely destroys IEM, and Kiosk has fallen as well. This is becoming a disaster here for GamerLegion. About to drop the ball, and sure, I mean, a few guns to play with, but for the most part, an eco. It's Aiko left to clutch. He's only got 2 kills on the map so far. Needs 3 to win the round.
Yeah. He's trying to shift his way up bathrooms to make as little noise as possible, and even chuck a smoke onto the site to maybe give them an inkling that they're going for a plant toward A. But he's trying to play the long game here, is Acor. Unfortunately for him, he's walking into a player and connector, which obviously will be holding back his progress, and he'll make some sound cues dropping down Con as well. I think he's aware that Alex could be here. Little right click flash to possibly go for a push, but Alex picks before it even pops. And that's the perfect way for Bait to get their 7th. The 2 M4s bought up as well. Do so well after seeing them in a couple of these tier 2 tournaments, and oh my goodness, in the following round, unfortunately for GamerLegion, Bait say no. 3 players try to make their way through Monster, and the bomb is dropped at their feet. Dashing their way through, not the way to go on that occasion. They walk into what is a crossfire of basically 3 players, and Amster even makes it 3 himself. Disgusting.
Yeah, I think the only round GamerLegion have won towards the B bomb site was that 2 versus 4, courtesy of Shui and Kiosk, was it? Or IM. Either way, I think it was Kiosk, they haven't had much success towards that B bomb site at all throughout the map. They've just been emphatically shut down every time they've tried to go through the monster tunnel. Amster's farmed them, so maybe something to keep in the back of their minds. They do have money in the back of their pockets as well.
IM gets spooked by the player from short pipe near Monster, and the ball is being dropped in Monster as well, of course, on the exit of it. Makes it impossible for him to do any damage in that toward A instead. Oh, that's a very tight line. Maybe Nikita, I think he's planted just behind that angle, if I'm not mistaken. I think for Bank, so I thought for a second the X-ray may be a little bit deceiving. So to see where it is, and yes, it is for Bank. So Nikita has a chance at this. He's making his way up very silently, and he's got utility. Smoke, incendiary, flashbang as well. And he's going to catch IM not looking the right way. But does he have any idea where Acor is coming from? Right-click smoke to catch off the edge of Bank, and so much damage done. And now the incendiary can hold Acor away. If he can get on the bomb, that's going to lock Nikita. He's going to lock Acor out. Nikita should have this one. 3, 2, 1. Glock coming in. I say a Glock. It's a P250. Doesn't matter. GamerLegion win the round.
They've outclassed Bait. Bait haven't been able to keep up with the rounds where there's all these extra tidbits coming through from GamerLegion. They're actually able to bypass their way through the mollies without using any smoke grenades to extinguish them. They've done that a few times throughout the half. Oh no, Wrinkle unscopes at the most untimely moment, and now they're going to start to circumvent him. He needs Captain Kurtka to come up clutch, and that's a beautiful peek. What a wonderful no-scope that is from Wrinkle as well. I have no idea how Bait don't even lose a single player in that setup, but it works out perfectly.
Oh, they get away with that one, don't they? It's going to be a 9-6 unless Kiosk can pull off the impossible. 2 for Wrinkle, 2 for Captain Kurtka, and he's going to go with that picked up up.
Couple Julies in play. Acor steps out, spots the player, but just has his head absolutely ripped off.
Yeah, Captain Kurtka was fantastic on the CT side, and Nikita goes super aggressive to take down IM and Connector, but they might think it's only 1 player. Look at Isaac, 2 kills in the back. Oh, he's helped out by Shui. That was so clean as well. What a recovery, and look where the bomb is compared to the... Oh my goodness. Look where the bomb is. Look where everyone on the Bait side is. They're all over the map. One's going through B. One's going down Bank to heaven. And Kiosk will destroy Wrinkle. And all of a sudden, Alex is going to get caught. But now he has a 1v1 to play out. The madness descends into this 1v1. Alex versus Isaac. 2 very common names on planet Earth. But someone's going to have to be the better player in this scenario. Isaac goes for the peak, but it's Alex to take it. Tomorrow, Captain Kurtka all the way toward long. Big moment because they're doing exactly what GamerLegion did, but this time, Acor doesn't need the AWP. Silence M4 gets him 3 kills on the lineup. That is glorious, and that completely saves the round. He will get taken out, but he's done his job. It's all down to the rotations coming in.
Amster's been able to get a little bit further forward here than what GamerLegion might anticipate. Bomb plant will be secured at the bare minimum. There's going to be a flank from Isaac as well. So I think these players get towards the CT stairs. Probably want to look to try and wait for that flank to come through. Kios gets a little bit ahead of himself. At least Chewy will find the trade, and it's only the low HP Alex left. But look at the move coming through, pivoting himself here all the way towards bathrooms. I don't think Isaac has heard the footsteps either. No, they're actually starting to make their way towards long to clear it. No kits either. They should start to realize here that there's something going on, right? They don't see him towards long. They should know that there's some sort of tomfoolery, as Alex now going to look to try and find the kill on the diffuser. 5 seconds in, he swings himself out, but that kill on the big flank. He's even going for the fake now as well. He will be taken down by IEM, but he's done his job. Only one player on the side of the, say, bomb site right now. Isaac is going to have to go absolutely above and beyond. Spots a second player coming through from long, but that's actually a really cool smoke. Ends up meaning that Isaac has to push himself out into the open to actually find any favorable fights, or any fights at all, should I say. Nothing favorable about that one. Does look like GamerLegion want to have a crack at the retake. Util reigns in. They've got kits, but good post-plant positions taken up here by Bait.
Yeah, how are they going to do this? Because they've got the fact they've got 2 kits. Maybe they can go with a bit of a body block setup and just try your best. Unfortunately, a Molotov's going to be thrown in, but actually Alex will give up his life to throw that Molotov, and it's not working out right now, and they all trade their way in. And I think that Molotov was even a little bit too shallow as well. Goodness me, what a recovery from GamerLegion, and that is a Krutka 48, and Shui's going to look for some information. Why not at this stage? Thing is, of course, with these tight angles, it can easily get a kill, and actually Shui's going to take the HP, the full health player down, and that could be a problem. Isaac's now pushing forward in his own as well, finds Nikita, and he pre-fires Wrinkle as well. MP9, wow. W key for Isaac, that's the way to do it. Bomb dropped in bathrooms, and he destroys the dreams of Bait in this round.
Wow. I mean, that's a serious return on his investment, Trav, if you think about it. He's got 7 kills with that MP9. It is definitely going to be easier than the T side, which isn't a great sign right now for Bait. How much depth do they have on the T side is the question. Wrinkle might not be expecting the player close up in the cubby. Akor's been able to take the Bait. Oh my god. Wow, that's a huge kill out of the Danish sniper. And immediately Bait are down into the 5v3. More pressure continues to come through. Kios doesn't get checked because of the attention taken towards short. Excuse me. Yeah, that was Isaac who took the attention, actually.
Yes.
So, good little setup there.
Yeah, and IEM.
Wow.
Captain Krutka gets taken out in front of his very eyes, leaving Alex last alive. And, yeah, Kios, another great little bait setup for him. He's been a really good player for this team, I've got to say. When he was picked up, of course, I mean, it was probably a bit heartbreaking for him. The fact that he got dropped.
Akor beginning to make his way up. It's all about the timing. If he gets there in time, I don't think he will. Beta on the brink of executing into the site. Big first kill there from IEM, but he's been traded out straight afterwards.
Yeah, and the M4 is so powerful that it's very easy to get 2 kills. But I tell you what, Akor might still make something out of this round. Burns Captain Krutka. He commits to the bomb plot. He's happy to go down for the cause. And now Wrinkle and Amster holding off against this one. Shui has a smoke. He has a smoke for the bomb, and Akor can hold the line if he really wants to. Wrinkle's not even swung as of yet either to look for information. Akor looking close, can't see anything, and in comes that utility. Wally for the front of bathrooms as well. They're rushing through the Molotov, but Shui's holding the bomb, and he's got it. Knife's going to come in, but Shui says no, and even spams the ground as if to say.
Towards but the AK, or rather in towards water, will get caught off by the timing of the push through the smoke from Alex.
Thankfully, at least, though. 1 kill came back in return from IEM, taking Wrinkle out of the round, and that was toward the A bomb site. They got up pretty fast toward A, actually. Have Bait Esports here. Bathrooms is completely taken, and of course that might actually be a good thing, because at the moment they've got some form of control, I guess you could say, in speech marks, toward both forms of the map. Short B and Bathroom as well in the T possession. But of course, there's a nice little crossfire for GamerLegion to work with on the A bomb site. And that could be something that seals this game. Minute to play with. Bait are ready to burst.
The A bomb site, they come. Rotations coming through from the CT side as well. The fact that Shui gets one is fantastic. Takes the bait away from IEM.
Perfect.
And the finishing touches put onto the round by the captain as well.
They're going to be fighting their way toward ramp, but look at this. They are baiting in Akor, and he's refusing to peek at the moment. Is he going to get checked? Oh, he is going to get checked. That's unbelievable, but still, the time wasted means that Kios has got 2 in the meantime. Bomb still in the T side's possession. Alex takes it down toward B with Nikita, so they might be able to get a plant out of this, but it will still be a very tough hold.
Yeah, I don't think this was the initial plan with that push in towards Hell, but they have to just try and change things up and make it work. 1 man down, but with the bomb plant, there is a bit of pressure here on GamerLegion. There's a kit in play on Shui as well. IEM has got the Julies in place, so he is the bolstered player as Alex gets a big frag there on Shui, but the trades come through and they continue to roll in. Kills across the board. Still a man advantage in play here for GamerLegion, but this time the kit's towards ramp, so they have to try force the issue to get the kill here. Captain Kirker just dances back and forth, and he lands 2 fantastic one-taps there. Executes in towards the A bomb site here. They're just giving Captain Kirker as much time as possible to try and make something happen towards outside. Take a bit of attention, pull a rotation, get a kill, whatever it might be. But that time is now starting to dwindle.
Yeah, and look at Captain Kurtka as well. Very huge possibility that he can make something happen on this heaven wrap, but thankfully Isaac, he wasn't actually looking towards the site, he was looking at an off angle, and they actually in the end go kind of 1 by 1. Finally, Wrinkle and Nikita fight back, but Isaac's still on the high ground, and now Wrinkle's left 1 versus 3, and he's going to get caught by Shui, firing himself up the vents to come and help out. That was a wild one. I'm not even sure that went 3 maps, but it was definitely plenty of overtimes. And wouldn't surprise me if we find ourselves in a very similar situation today. But GamerLegion want to stop that from happening. They don't want any stress. They want a calm path. And that's going to be made even calmer by Isaac taking Alex through the edge of the smoke there. 5v2 early on. 1 each for Shui, Kios, and Isaac. And Nikita and Amster are left basically stuck.
Wow, what a clean gun round coming through here from the CT side. Amster might even get caught off guard. Acor's pushed through the squeaky door with an AWP. And he even gets checked from the angle. He probably wasn't watching, but he's able to get the kill quicker on the trigger. It is going to be, once again, the opening pick has gone the way of the CT side, and it's also on the big player of Captain Kurtka, but that's a bit of an oversight there from Shui.
Isaac is 1 more. He actually holds down mouse 1, expecting him to fire out of door pretty quickly. But now IM, you can hear all the footsteps. Thankfully, he's got support from Heaven and Kios, and he does go 1 more. And he'll drop the bomb too, will IM. Can't flick around for the second, so it's all down to a 1v1. Acor on the line toward main. Alex seems to be aware, but they've just missed the timing. Goodness me. That could have gone either way. Now Alex can slink away. He's actually going to choose to go on the edge of the... I guess edge of the ledge, really, is the reality of the situation in that one. Unfortunate for Acor that he's managed to get away from that one. And actually, Alex is going on a long con play here. He's gone all the way to T-Roof, waiting for Acor to reaggress, but waiting for an AWPer to reaggress toward lobby would be a bit of a questionable one. I don't think that will happen in a month of Sunday. So he's going to go back toward A, but again, Acor's missed the timing. He's second-guessing himself. Plant will finally come in, but I don't think Acor's heard it. Now he has, of course, as it goes down, but he's not aware whether it's A or B. Now he'll certainly be aware that it is the A bomb site, but Alex can play this one out nicely here.
By the position of the plant, Acor should be able to deduce that he's gone back in towards Hut, and Alex is watching towards ramp right now. Acor might get the favorable fight. It's all about the timing. We've seen the timing be quite crazy so far. Acor even decides to go for the no-scope, had an extra second to line it up. What a crazy round that was with all the trades. I thought that GamerLegion were probably getting a bit ahead of themselves with the re-peeking, getting a bit unnecessarily aggressive, and they're giving bait ways to get into these rounds. Just maybe something to keep an eye on as we continue to progress here. 5-2. Remember, the guys, this is the 2-2 matchup in the Swiss stage. The winner qualifies for the major, and the loser is out of contention entirely. And Bait were at a 2-1 slot when they lost to Sprout, so to lose 2 opportunities to qualify for the major against GamerLegion and Sprout, beatable teams, all things considered, with the rest of the opposition in the competition. As we see the aggression now in towards A, IM does get the initial frag, and then it's Isaac to chime in with 2 of his own.
Absolute
oh my God.
wipeout. Absolute wipeout. Nikita left on his own toward Hart, and Kios now on that secondary AWP as well. Absolutely destroys him. Maybe would be the most favoured for a lot of players' eyes. And Kios, that is a beautiful aggression with the secondary AWP. Why not go aggressive with it? Thankfully for Wrinkle, he does manage to take 1 in return, and that takes out Shui. And Alex has found Isaac as well. How far does Acor go? Kios is sticking around. Oh my goodness, GamerLegion continuing to play with confidence, and the AWPs being put in some very interesting positions, getting multiple kills.
That's why I said I like this, because I think if you're going to implement the double AWP setup on the CT side of Nuke, one of them has to be a bit of a playmaker. IM tries to make a play there, steps out to get information, but it costs him his life, and this is looking a whole lot better from Bait. Able to get those kills initially towards outside, or at least that 1 frag, and then the kill on the squeaky player as well, is really what's unlocked this round. Kios gets information, but Bait have map control, and Acor could get caught completely off guard. Oh, lucky to be alive, but how did they win this round is my question, Trav. Oh no, Acor, you need that shot, mate.
That was so close, and even if it was a leg shot, oh, look at Acor go, man. He just doesn't give a damn, does he? I mean, thankfully for GamerLegion, they've got plenty of money. That's exactly why he's got. He's looking to try and take toward the door position, but that's a brilliant flashbang. And Captain Kutka takes Kios as well. That is a glorious entry toward the B-bomb site, and Bait are starting to show up here.
Yeah, much better round coming through from them. Very simple approach as well. Just the 4-1, work your way forward. And they caught Shui completely off guard. It was great util usage there to blind him up. Captain Kutka on the entries gets the job done. And Bait now start to build themselves a bit of a half. That's going to be their 4th round, 2 in a row, and some momentum in their corner.
Yep.
Not even like GamerLegion could have done much, you know, could have done anything much better in that round either. That was more just Bait playing good, solid textbook Counter-Strike.
Yep. Acor and IEM positioning themselves pretty well here to try and save these 2 M4s. If they do, I wouldn't be surprised if Acor does. I miss him.
Me too, I remember. I mean, all he was good for really was the stickers, but...
I know. Still, Greyhound could make the major again, you know. There's a chance in the Asia RMR. You just need to beat GG Howe International tomorrow. Possible.
That's certainly doable. Right now, it's aggression in towards the A-bomb site, though. I think that Captain Kirk has been able to get out undetected. There we go, he does fall. More aggression to continue to come through. I am in a prime
look at the bomb!
To shut them down, though. What? How on earth has the bomb gotten on top of the hut? That's going to be a first of its kind.
That is unbelievable.
I think once Amster pushes through, he tries to take the fight with I am on top of the hut, and then the physics so far gets GamerLegion back to winning ways. Look at Acor's position, though. This is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Painted into a bit of a corner right now. Has to get aggressive. Hasn't been spotted out just yet. Will get the kill on Nikita, but there's more where that came from. And Wrinkle finds the frag, doubles up onto Shumi as well. Beautiful sequence of kills coming out of the sniper.
That's what we want to see from Wrinkle. Fast, quick fire AWPing. And that's what we've come to expect from him recently as well. Plethora of talent from Ukraine on the sniper rifle. Got wonderful on Spirit, of course, a youngster qualifying for his major. Wrinkle trying to join him. Amster, on the line. Kios, he wants to go aggressive. He wants to recover this into a 3v4. Now maybe he might make a decision because he's the last one left. And Amster...
Oh no, the timing is so rough. Kios could get caught up as well, and he does by Nikita. At least Acor gets a kill back to maintain the man advantage, though.
This is some horrible timing for GamerLegion after this 5v4. This needs to be an entry from Captain Kutka, and he makes it happen. Down goes Shui and Acor. Goodness gracious me. Captain Kutka puts on the hat and says, it's time for another double entry. And that was absolutely disgusting. Again, turning the round on its head. IEM should get this kill, but he's still playing around the credit card position. Spotted him, finally takes the frag. But 2v2, Amster...
Oh no, they're going down the vent.
Yeah.
This is a disaster. Oh, okay. Thankfully, they've gone to the single squeaky door, and surely they're going to be planting to keep themselves concealed from the double. Isaac's hearing all his footsteps, gets the kill onto Wrinkle. That forces the player off the plant. Now he just has to try and buy time. Amster has to commit to the plant. Surely Isaac pushes through, and he does. And he's won the round. Oh my god. I got concerned there for a second because IEM actually commits to the play as well. But he should still be catching 1 or 2 of these players off guard.
This is a great play. He's... might be on the edge of winning the round for his team here. Kios has no idea. They're going to pinch him.
Kios, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect box for playing this angle, but he's just going to check him hard, and there we go. Right eye peek. He barely even sees his enemy. Maybe even a little finger wasn't even visible there before he goes down. And that was a very tough retake for Isaac and Acor. Kit on Isaac, and plenty of utility as well, but look at this double setup toward the double doors. Double-double. It's going to be impossible for Isaac to break in. And there you go. Insta-trade. Always was going to come in. And Acor now will flash his way out the door to look for something. But he's going to get caught off guard. And that is another 9-6.
Kios nearly craters as he jumps off the silo. And there's going to be a big fight break out towards outside.
Yeah, Kios in the end actually jumps in to bait in Acor. And there we go. P250 entry for the AWPer. And Shui finds Captain Kutka as well. I got to say, Captain Kutka is my MVP of this game so far. Even though he might not have the top kills in the server. He had some ridiculous performances on the entry. Now, how can he perform on the CT side? Shui, Isaac, Acor, IEM, the quad group going down towards Secret. They have 1 flashbang. How do they use it?
Bait still have 5 pistols in play here, Trav, even though there's only 3 players.
Indeed.
And that's a clean tap there from Amster to at least find a frag and sort of slow GamerLegion down. And now GamerLegion want to force the issue. They're pushing forward, but there's support here from Amster all of a sudden. 2 players in position. Alex is one of them. And while Amster's been taken down, that second player does end up coming into effect.
That's an interesting choice to try and go super aggressive, but in come the dualies, and Acor can't hit the shot, and the dualies come up trumps in the end. Good plant for GamerLegion. That can't be something they'll turn their nose up at, but a great pistol. GamerLegion have bought up 2 MAC-10s, 2 Tech-9s, and a P250 with full utility, rather than going for Galils and foregoing the util, really. In this sort of round, I've decided, okay, we can go for a huge pop toward the A site. So many flashes, try and just run them down with the SMGs, and here we go. Molotovs are good timing on that, and there are the flashes. Everyone's blood on the site, and look at that. It's an absolute wipeout. What can Wrinkle do? He gets 1, but now he's out of bullets and has to fall away. Bomb can go down. Could be a save.
Yeah, round should be over. Amster not even going to be afforded that luxury. Wrinkle needs to head for the hills, but the only head that's happened.
Not over yet. This is the go round that matters, as you so rightly say. But look at the patience from GamerLegion. They're not even willing to take lobby yet.
Yeah, they're trying to fake as though they've gone towards secret, and now Isaac is trying to sell that fake right now with the util into the B bomb site, and he is trying to pull some rotations down. Big kill there from IEM. Now the pressure's going to be mounting on the A bomb site, but Nikita stands tall.
Yeah, as I gotta say, this has been a really lovely call from Shui. I really like it. Unfortunately, they just couldn't execute it with the kills when they needed to. Nikita with 3 humongous ones, and look at Wrinkle, big off angle in lobby. No way out, no way through that one. And Isaac, as you say, I mean, he was the one selling the fake down, and he'll deploy one of his own to try and hold them back. But Shui says no. Oh my goodness. Destroys the AWP on the angle. And look at Kios. He's lurking toward ramp. What's his timing like? It's perfect. He finds Nikita. And Amster, just like that, is last alive.
Oh my goodness gracious me. They know exactly where he is as well. The whole world is GamerLegion's oyster at this point. What a sick round. I mean, IEM sets it in perfect motion with that initial kill, but it's Shui's frag that really unlocks the round for GamerLegion, because that's what descends everything else into chaos. GamerLegion about to secure a 13th. Keep in mind, Bait did play against Ecstatic on this very map when they beat them, and they had a 13-2 half on their CT side, Trav, so they've shown before that they can have a really strong performance on the defense of this map, but against a much higher caliber team this time, going to be more difficult.
Amster has had 2 insane 1v4s in this tournament so far. One against Fnatic, one against Sprout. Dragging GamerLegion through some of these situations, and he's done it again! He's waiting for Captain Kutka to rotate up from Secret, and that's 2 more for him. Get the Sues in chat! They're going to blow it up.
Oh my god, Alex is now going to be swinging into a couple players here towards ramp. He gets the kill, and never expects Kios in position, and that's the trade GamerLegion needed. And Nikita has had to get aggressive because he's got the auto shotty. Amster going to be making his way into mouth here. Maybe still a chance in the round because Acor's got the bomb, and he's lost in lobby. Not lost necessarily, but kind of isolated. That's why Kios has had to come back. This is all on Nikita. This round hinges on Nikita's shotgun. Gets cleared by Kios, job done. That's the frag, and that should be the round over. He was singing Amster's praises in his clutch ability so far, but this is going to be a mega 1v3.
Yeah, and he's going to get caught by Shui. It's another humongous multi-kill that academy in the future. Captain Kutka going towards IM, towards Secret, gets a kill with the MP9, looking for a second, and that's a beautiful burst to find that second kill. 5v3 for Bait, and he even switches to the AK as well. Acor finally puts an end to it, but it's still a 4v3.
Yeah, wise trade to the AK there for Acor. Now that they're down in the 3 versus 4. Wants to knock on the door with the rifle instead of the AWP, but he still lost his life out to Nikita. These MP9s making moves right now for Bait.
Kios creeping toward hell. Trying to make something happen, and maybe a ramp flank might be their only choice at this point. He's got the bomb, so it all rests on him, really. Isaac, if you can find this kill, it's possible, but yeah, even if Kios's ramp flank does work, it's not going to happen. Kios gets 1, but not the second, and Bait will get signed before the end of the game. He's looking at anti-flash at the moment, but he's going to get peeked. Perfect timing! No. But look at the damage he does to Shui and Kios. Enough to maybe even kill 2 players, but he doesn't even get a single one of them.
That's a disaster. If he gets those 2 kills and still goes down afterwards, at least it's a 2v3. A whole lot more doable than a 2 versus 5. I mean, the round is over at this point for Wrinkle and Nikita. They're just looking to try and save their guns. Wow, and you were just saying, you know, Bait aren't out of it just yet after they win that previous round, and I was right there with you. But to lose the round straight afterwards is just devastating for their cause. Wrinkle won't even be afforded the luxury of saving his gun, and this is a decimation from GamerLegion.
And they hit straight back as well, right? They don't want to give Bait any inkling.
All about the timing, all about the timing. Amster walks his way forward. It's a free frag for IEM. And it's going to be Isaac who gets Alex as well. It's all falling apart here at the seams for Bait. There's just 2 players left remaining. They have to win the 2v4. IEM, oh my god, does damage to Wrinkle, but will lose his life out. Nikita and Wrinkle have to be the 2 players to get the job done here for Bait. And Nikita finds himself behind the silo. He can do this, Trav. He can even get the lineup with the AK. It's going to have to be a multi-kill. He spots the first coming through, gets the spray on the second as well. It's only Isaac left remaining to try and rob Bait of their dreams, and he will get the trade, but he's taken so much damage in the process.
Oh my goodness, look at this 1v1. Can you believe we found ourselves in this situation? Wrinkle, 18 points of health. Isaac, 6. It's as good as 1 bullet either way, and Wrinkle saves it as Isaac creeps toward Hut. We go on for 1 round more at least.
Wow, oh my god, that's the 4 versus 2. I said it, Nikita had to be the hero. He gets the job done. For Bait to get in towards this B bomb site, so even if Amster goes 1 for 1, it's still going to be very difficult on the retake, and he's getting some ants in his pants. Not sure which angle he wants to hold. Is holding a very narrow angle right now. Surely there should be a trade for GamerLegion after they do start to make their way forward with numbers, with force, looking for the kill. Amster does find a frag, but there's the trade.
There it is. 30 seconds to go, and look at IEM. He was solid the whole time, and he hears 2 players rotating down the vents on the retake. Look where Isaac is. Can he close it out? It might be all him now. Isaac takes Captain Kurtka out, but a great spray from Nikita keeps it alive. 3v3, but Acorn's showing up at the right time. And there's Shuey, and it's all down to Wrinkle. 1v3 to stop GamerLegion from making it to Rio. I think he knows where Shuey is residing, tries to molly him out of the position, and he will go for the spray, but Shuey takes it, and GamerLegion, a roster that wasn't even announced when they came through the open qualifiers, are going to Rio de Janeiro.
So deserved as well. What a sick run it's been from them, coming so close against FaZe, coming so close against Spirit, beating G2 for God's sake in the elimination game, sending them packing, and they win their matchup here against Bait to